Hey guys, it's Tony here, and today I'll be talking about vaginal odor symptoms, causes, treatments, and ways to get rid of it naturally. I decided to talk about vaginal odor just because it's a topic that it seems like a lot of women hold back from talking about, okay? Women tend to be super embarrassed about it because, it's something that is very private. So girl, I'm gonna talk about it. Let's not be embarrassed. We're grown women. I got you. So first, I just want to point out that the woman vaginal environment tends to be acidic. All right, so usually between 3.8 to 4.5. The acidic environment tends to kill the bacteria. When the pH becomes above 4.5, that's when that environment becomes susceptible to having infection. Normally the vagina has a very unique smell. All right, so every woman is different. Okay, some people say that normally the vaginal odor tends to smell a little bit musky or a little bit fleshy. If the odor is persistent and it's just not going away no matter what you do, and you're experiencing burning, itchiness, discharge that maybe don't look normal to you, then you definitely want to see your doctor for a vaginal examination. So what are the causes and risk factors of vaginal odor? So number one, bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis, it's when you have an overgrowth of bacteria in your vagina, okay? So at this point, the pH, it's elevated, all right? To the point where it's not able to kill the bacteria anymore, okay? And so some of the signs and symptoms will be, you would tend to see like really thin and grayish fluid, and you will have a fishy odor as well. It's treated with antibiotics, so you need to see your doctor for that. Number two is trichomoniasis. This is a sexual transmitted disease. The symptoms of trichomoniasis are you get itchiness, you get burning, soreness, and a lot of discomfort when urinating as well. This condition is usually treated with antibiotics. Menstrual cycle will also cause you to have vaginal smell. Yeast infection, which is usually very common. I'm sure you have heard about yeast infection at least one time in your life, all right? It's very common in women. So yeast infection, it's also due to pH imbalance, all right? The symptoms of yeast infection a lot of times are white discharge, you have a lot of itchiness, you might feel a lot of discomfort, pain. If you ever encounter yeast infection, you'll probably try to get rid of it on your own. You might not be able to if you don't take an antifungal. So see your doctor to prescribe you one. Poor hygiene. So not bathing, not showering on a daily basis can actually cause you to have inflammation in there and causing you to have vaginal odor. Sweating. So the skin around your groin area is prone to sweating, all right? So which causes vaginal odor as well. So how you prevent it? Number one, you want to be able to trim downstairs, okay? I don't know, it's winter time, you feel like a bushy, ladies, you need to trim it down. And the reason is because hair, heat, and moisture will cause vaginal odor. Number two, you want to stay hydrated. You want to be drinking fluids, especially water. Water flushes our body, and so we need to keep that area hydrated as well so that our body is getting rid of toxins effectively. All right, so number three, this is super important. You all know about it. You need to bathe on a daily basis, all right? This especially goes to if you're married, if you're in a relationship, ladies, you need to keep it down there clean, all right? You don't want to embarrass yourself. If you're not able to shower at least twice a day, you must shower at least once a day, and you can always do a sponge bath before you go to bed, like a really good sponge bath. Ladies, you need to get yourself some washcloth for your designated area, all right? Get yourself washcloths because you will need to change it every single day. And usually what I do is I use one to wash and then I use a second one to dry up. When you go shower, you want to take one of these washcloths, okay? Make sure that the soap that you're using is a mild kind of soap, okay? So you will go in the shower, you want to make sure that you nicely and thoroughly clean your groin area. When it comes to washing the inner part, all right, first you want to make sure that you're separating the lips. Ladies, you know what I mean. There's usually that pocket there. You need to separate that pocket so that you're able to clean it. Once you've done washing your lips, now it's time for you to wash your actual vagina, okay? You're not going in, you're just washing the outside part, because as you know that the vagina does tend to clean itself, so you don't need to go in anywhere, all right? But you do want to get some mild soap, all right? And now you want to wash yourself from front to back, all right? So front to back, you actually want to access yourself from the back. So kind of do a little squat and then you wash yourself from front to back. Once you've done taking a bath or taking a shower, whatever, get another dry washcloth, okay? So now this is what you're going to use to dry yourself. Next, I'm gonna show you a solution that I made to spray only on the growing area, because we talked about hair, moisture, and heat. So that area sometimes tends to sweat. We don't want that, right? We want to get rid of the bacteria in that area and we want to prevent it from growing. Now, it's super easy, super effective, and you can always use it whenever it's needed. All right, so let's get going.
You need baking soda, mouthwash with no alcohol, and rose water concentrate. All of these ingredients have antibacterial properties.
That you're actually not spraying this inside of your vagina, you're not spraying this in between your lips, okay? So you're just lightly spraying it on your pubic area. So we all know that after we pee, yes, you gotta wipe yourself, but toilet paper, it's not enough. You actually need some kind of moisture to get rid of that urine, all right? Because sometimes what happens is that you urinate and then the urine actually travels back to your anus, all right? And so that moisture kind of lingers around there. Even if you dry it up, you kind of still have some sort of odor, all right? So that's when baby wipes for me comes. I don't use vaginal wipes. I only use baby wipes, but I always make sure that I use the type of baby wipe that's natural as possible, that has no parabens, no alcohol, and no dyes and stuff like that. All right, so search for something that is natural. And then when you go out, for some reason, you end up having some kind of encounter that you need a backup, you can always carry your spray along with you. Spray that area, the pubic area, get one of these wipes, and you wanna wipe from front to back, all right? You probably heard that cranberry juice helps with UTI, but it actually also helps to balance your vagina's pH, okay? And so the acidity in the cranberry juice actually helps to kill bacteria as well, all right? But let me point out that, guys, don't just go out there and buy any cranberry juice, okay? So try to look for something that's not loaded with sugar. For example, I actually got this juice here, this brand from Walmart. So you can always go check out either your health store or Walmart. Next thing that also helps to maintain your vaginal pH balance is yogurt. If you're gonna have yogurt, make sure that it does say that it has lactobacillus in it, all right? Lactobacillus, it's actually the type of bacteria that lives in our guts, urinary tract, and our vagina walls as well. And they're harmless, all right? So they do tend to maintain or help maintain our vaginal pH balance as well. Guys, make sure that you wear 100% cotton underwear. I know that we all like the fancy, underwears out there, but guys, your health comes first, okay? You want to be able to get cotton underwear because it just tends to breathe more. I actually just want to point out when it comes to period, guys, I talked about menstrual cups. Menstrual cups also help with that odor as well, and so you can always look into that versus wearing pads, because pads, it does tend to absorb the blood, and so that blood after a few hours, it does tend to have that funky smell. And if you're somebody that tends to have lots of discharge, you can always use panty liners, all right? Use panty liners, but make sure that you're changing them frequently. make sure it's 100% cotton, and just make sure that it doesn't have any dyes or any chemicals to it. You do want to make sure that you're changing it frequently, and then when you go to bed, just make sure you take it out. You need your body to kind of just breathe. So don't put on any liners, have on your cotton underwear, and you're good to go. And try not to wear it every single day. If anything, just change your underwear a bit more frequent, rather than having to wear a liner every single day. But I mean, you do what you have to do, right? So it's just that your vagina does need to breathe, all right? It does need that fresh air. All right, guys, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week. Bye.